Hey you guys, it's me, and today is a special day because I'm taking my braids out. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is my hair. I basically, make sure you see it really good. I basically took out each and every plait and I two-strand twisted. So I used a detangler, mane and tail detangler. It was $349 or $350, and used a rat tail comb and gently took it out of its extension and detangled and got all the buildup out. Now I still put this mine in two-strand twist. So all the rest of it is mine in two-strand twist. But I feel like it's very important for you guys to see this, at least people who want to have braids or who've had bad experiences with braids. Some people either say that their hair grows really great, and then, like myself, and then there's other people who say like their hair falls out and their edges become bald and all this kind of stuff like that. And it's all about who's putting it in, how tight they're putting it in, keeping out your edges like your little baby hairs, and definitely being firm around this area but not tight to where you need an aspirin at night. That's too tight, honey, and that's basically just put a lot of stress on your hair, which can kind of cause it from growing, or it'll take a really long time. It'll kind of stun the growth of it. But that's from that. When I do my braids, my baby hairs stay out, and my braids are firm, but they're still a little loose. They're not in super duper tight. I don't have every single piece of hair pulled into a braid. I don't know why people do that, but I mean, hey, to each his own. But you know, I don't do that, and that's the reason why I can retain length in my edges and all that kind of good stuff, because I don't pull it too tight. I never did, ever. I just get like some gel, and I had some, like, I'm sitting on it, but I had some icy polishes, hair polishes, styling gel, and just like slick that down every morning or whatever the case may be, and it's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna take these out. I'll start with this one, and I'll just basically show you, this is the step that you need to do. Every time you take your braids out, there's a lot of buildup, a lot of shedded hair that's in your head. Your hair sheds 80 to 100 strands or so a day, people. So if you have your hair in braids like myself for like a long period of time, every time you take them out to redo them or whatever the case may be, you need to do this step. Not just when you're taking them out, period. You need to do this step every time you take your plaits out to redo, or to take your plaits out to, you know, wear your actual hair instead of having the extensions. And basically what I'm doing is I'm unraveling. Hope you guys can see that. I'm unraveling the braid. And I keep on looking in the mirror. If I'm ever looking behind you, I'm looking in the mirror to make sure this freaking camera doesn't cut off. I told you guys I need to upgrade ya. But anyway, I'm unraveling. And basically the next step after unraveling your braids is, next step after I'm taking out your braids, see how your hair is like, well, it was before I started touching it. It was like in a still, like a tight form, as if it was still in its braid. You need to break that up. So you just take your fingers really softly and just break that up. Okay, that's very important. That's the first step. So break up your hair so that when you do put your light mist of detangling spray in your hair, it can reach every single strand. Think of it as being a rope. If you take a rope and you spray detangling or whatever you want to spray on it, it's not going to process through, it's not going to soak in through every single strand of that rope or what have you. So you have to kind of like break it up in order for you to get every piece to get that product. And like I said, my favorite, oh my God, is the mane and tail detangler. That is the best. I've done a lot of research on detanglers, and you want to spray it at the root, sorry. And then you want to spray it, you know, like spray at the end. So 3 pumps max. But anyway, and then you want to comb up from the tips to the root. anyway, I've done a lot of research on detanglers, and there's a Silken Child, there's a Paul Mitchell, and all that kind of good stuff. But everyone I've ever, like, when I did research on the mane and tail one, everybody's always has pros about it, but no cons. Like, it's that good. I'm like, is it really that good? So I actually bought it, and it really is that good. Like, no BS. It's good. You can use it on your kids. If you have like a child, like my daughter's hair is, if you want to go into hair typing, her hair is a little more loose curled. It's more like a 3A, B. It's very, very, very pretty curled hair. Very curls are very defined. And if, as you know, if you have a child like that, or if you know anybody who has hair like that, their hair soaks up, and it just like gets all tangled, soaks up the moisture all the time. So you always have to put moisture in it, and it gets really tangled. So I have to use this on her hair. But see, I hope you guys can see that. I basically just took the detangler, worked from the tips up to the roots, and detangled it, and now it's ready. And this stuff, if you put it on dry hair, it dries super fast. Like, so you can literally do this hair, detangle your hair if you're taking braids out one night, and then be ready to do whatever you need to do right after that. It's really good. So anyway, I hope you guys can see that. But I just detangled it, and I have a lot of freaking, let me see, I have a lot of freaking new growth. I had these braids in for 5.5 months. I put these braids in July 20-something, 26th, 25th. My first video, Welcome to T-Style intro, I had put them in like a couple of days before that. So I basically, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see me. I'm just twisting it because I just twist the rest of them. So I'm not getting a perm until Saturday. So I'm going to walk around with like these little pickaninny 2-strand twists and maybe put like some flexi rods in it and give like a little curl underneath. But anyway, start on another one. I had it in for 5.5 months, and my hair has already grown, as you can see, like right there. That's the new growth, and then this is the line of depth. And took out all of my braids, so this is the finishing product. Like I was saying, I basically have 2.5 inches of new growth in my head. I had my braids in for 5.5 months. The very first video I did was the welcome to my channel introduction, and that was July 29th or so, and I got my braids put in a couple of days before that. So that actually makes 5.5 months, close to 6, but I have 2.5 inches all the way around, and it's crazy. So I'm going to, today is Thursday, Friday I'm going to unravel them all, so it'll be like a big poofy fro, and then Friday night, and then Saturday morning I'll be getting my perm, so you guys can be with me doing that. But as you can see, I literally took all the braids out, detangled, and put them in 2-strand twists, just because I will be, going out to the grocery store and things like that, so I don't want to be looking like a crazy hot mess. So I have them kind of like a little tamed, I drank a Pepsi or Coke, but I just wanted to have them like not so be all over the place. So just wanted to show you guys really quickly. Thank you guys for being with me on my hair journey. So that's it. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.